introduce me to my husband and I marry him, I will give you $5,000. I don't have to stay married to him for long.
I cheated on those boyfriends. Yeah, it was really just...
What are you?
I'm the sugar daddy.
You're the sugar daddy,
I'm
okay.
currently in a relationship.
You want to be married?
Absolutely. I've never been
Okay,
married.
hold on. Let's just answer these questions. You're a mother of four, and how many different fathers?
4.
Holy. How many times have you been married?
None.
That ain't gonna work.
I've been proposed to 3 times. But
That ain't gonna work. That's not gonna work.
Yeah, I've never accepted.
No. What I'm saying is not gonna work. There's no marriage to a woman who has 4 kids by 4 different men who's never been married. What guy wants to follow that?
As Kevin Samuels said, there is no marriage to a woman who has 4 kids from 4 different guys. That shit does not work here. No man would father 4 kids that are not his. Not even the biggest of the biggest simps. She should prepare herself for a lonely and depressing life, 'cause it's time for her to reap what she sow, as should this woman here.
So I made this bet with my boss like a couple years ago, and I've now added my best friend, her husband, and a couple other friends. But I feel like I'm just going to open it up to the general public because I'm good for it. So the bet/offer is if you introduce me to my husband and I marry him, I will give you $5,000. I don't have to stay married to him for long. I can get divorced in 20 years. It doesn't matter. But if you introduce me to a man that I walk down the aisle and get married to, I will give you $5,000. My DMs are open.
Okay, let's talk about this. So, I'm offering a $5,000 referral bonus to anyone who finds me a husband. Yes, the video you just saw, that is her. That is who the New York Post wrote about. So, here's my thing. This is what men keep telling us. We want to say that they're being mean and bashing women. When they tell us that you will hit the wall, once you enter your mid-30s, they are not lying. This is what we need to realize. When a man gets married, most of the time he wants to build a family with that woman. There's off situations where that may not be the case, but a majority of the time, when you come together with a spouse, you want to build a family together. It's very hard for women over 35 to naturally bear children.
As the woman in the clip said, men keep warning women about them hitting the wall, yet they don't want to listen to us instead. They try to shame men for it. And then what happens? Women end up in situations like these, where this woman is literally ready to pay money to get a guy in her life, yet the majority of women keep repeating this cycle and then make excuses for their past behavior like this girl does here.
Started dating and having boyfriends. To be honest, I cheated on those boyfriends. Yeah, it was really just a nasty piece of work. Maybe I thought that was normal behavior, learned behavior. I think a massive component to why people cheat, and looking back why I did, was because people are gutless. They are afraid to be alone. They are afraid to end one journey without another journey waiting for them, because that middle time would mean that they are alone, and people would rather be in a fake situation and with fake people or being a fake person than to be alone. So why was I doing that? I had to really sit down and identify within myself why I was doing that. In order to stop a behavior, you really need to self-reflect and identify the root of the behavior and the reason that root is there. And personally, I believe the root of the behavior for me was not being aware and fear of being alone, because I always felt alone growing up. Definitely people can change, but it has to take something huge in their life for them to want to change.
So she used to suffer from loneliness in her relationships, so she figured that cheating on her boyfriend would be the ideal solution to help her deal with this problem, and not sharing it with her man so he can help her with this go figure. This is the problem with relationships nowadays, that no one wants to put in the effort to make it work, as called out by this woman here.
We wonder why relationships don't work now when it's instant gratification driven instead of deep connection driven. It's like you could just jump on a social media app like Snapchat or Instagram or Facebook and you could get attention from anyone you want instead of actually sitting down and working on your relationship and communicating with the person that you're with. Instead of trying to work out things, it's like we jump to a dopamine hit. We're like, oh, we want some attention. Our person isn't giving it to us. Let me go jump on here and get some attention from this person or this person. Or it's like you want to keep your options open just in case it doesn't work out with that person. Like, I'm not saying everyone's like this, but a lot of people operate this way. It's like you always have to have the plan B, the person in your back pocket, or the person you keep up with that you want to keep their attention, so you breadcrumb them.
As she said, nowadays it's all about having a plan B in the relationships, and women are the ones who have to take the majority of the blame here, because it's them who have the most options in dating. An average guy can barely get one girl to like him, and even then he has to remain alert that he does not end up in a situation like this guy here.
My name is Sophia. I'm 23. I'm an artist that's currently doing OnlyFans, but a future entrepreneur.
Can you spell entrepreneur?
E. No, I'm just
Oh, right, fantastic. She said
E-N-R.
E-N-R.
Yeah, it's wrong.
P. Something like that.
Entrepreneur. I guess you're an entrepreneur. Okay, what's your highest education level completed?
High school and a bunch of courses.
A bunch. Okay, I'll put high school.
About.
Single, relationship, sugar daddy, married.
I know.
What are you?
I'm the sugar daddy.
You're the sugar daddy.
I'm currently in a relationship currently. I make money off of him.
So he's the sugar daddy.
No.
Do you know what that word means?
No.
And having multiple sexual partners is really bad for your mental health. It messes up your hormones biologically. And also, like, even if you're not technically sleeping with all of them, what kind of person are you if you're just an object on millions of people's screens and all that object is your and bum? They're not really seeing you for who you are. And if you don't care about who you are enough to put that out there and all you want to put out there is your body, then I think that shows that maybe there's something not quite right inside that maybe you don't value in yourself, so you only value.
Hey, I'm your neighbor. I live 3 houses down. I just wanted to let you know that every time you go to work, there's a car that comes here and there's a guy that comes into your house. I think your wife might be cheating on you. The car is a red Chevy. License plate, it starts with a 5. I didn't get the whole thing, but every time you leave work at about 2 a.m., there's a red Chevy that pulls up right down the street here, parked here, and there's a guy who comes into your house and meets with your wife. I've seen this about 4 nights in a row now, and I just want to let you know, if you need more proof, I got like a ring cam, and I can show you my ring cam that shows my front yard. You'll see the car in the footage. If you got any questions, like I said, I live 3 houses down at 592. If you want to talk about it, just let me know. All right, just want to tell you that.